Yes, I'm in the panel.
Okay. I'm going to share that on G+. I'm going to.
All right. One of the biggest changes that happened for
Mi prendi Tisa?
that basically the archetypes are now known as light and dark. What has been known as anti-archetypes are now dark archetypes, and standard Magnus archetypes are known as light archetypes.
By the way, look at my pet cat. See? See her? Rampoltisa. Say hi, Rampoltisa.
Someone's mic is a little too low right now. I can't. I think it's Atlas. I can't hear you.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. There's someone who has a really low mic. Which one is it? Who are you?
I haven't been saying very much. I apologize.
Oh, that's
I was
fine.
muted.
Okay.
I don't think it's me.
Okay, I was just hearing some whispering and I wasn't sure who it was. And it was under what Richard was saying.
Yeah, probably Richard's background noise.
All right, Kosh, could you please help me get started with my character creation? If we are doing stat profiles, how do we get started on that?
Sono ancora creando i profili dei giocatori personaggi. Potuto mandare anticipo il mio agente profile.
You are doing badge generation or dice roll?
I'm doing my profile stats badge generation.
All right, go ahead and share a link, share a photo of that into the Hangout.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing badge as well.
So share a screenshot of your scanner. Is that what you're saying?
There we go. All right. Oh, shoot.
Guarda che a Giulio è piaciuto.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do dice, it's you roll 3d6 and add the highest 2 and drop the lowest 1.
Yeah, that's usually the best way I should be doing it, but you know.
No, join me with the stats.
Yeah, I don't trust your freaking Nephilim. So we're doing archetypes, right? I claim spiritualist.
I claim dreamer.
I claim catalyst.
Because we all know.
All right, write your stuff down.
Yep. All right.
Write it down on a scrap sheet or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Let me find my
willpower +1. I'm of course. Minus 2 strength. Woo! Stamina. It's +3, 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm claiming the
then-
catalyst if no one else does.
I'm
Um,
going to claim the spiritualist then.
I'm the spiritualist. You can't take that.
If you're not going to claim, if you're going to claim the catalyst if nobody else does, I would like to be the catalyst.
I already claimed it.
Okay,
Good.
you can be the catalyst.
There's a reason why I claim the catalyst, though. If you've seen all of the GoRuck stuff.
I
I
think-
was going to claim catalyst because that's what I got told that I was going to be before last week.
You are more,
Ah,
you are more than welcome to be the catalyst.
yes, by all means. I'm looking.
Can we make a quick recap of which are going to be the archetypes so we can do it quickly, writing down, and so we can choose who's still free?
Ooh.
We don't need to worry about running out of archetypes. We got plenty of archetypes to choose from.
Yeah, we have plenty. All right. Whoever's trying to do a video call, that's the link that you join to get in on the voice chat.
Okay. I'm trying to find the conversion thing for stats really quick.
Not fair. Character medals have a freaking. That's boo, man.
That's why we have the option available of doing your stats via dice rolls.
Actually, I kind of like the confiner if you think about the if you think about the
Oh shoot!
master
It's
of
not
many environments
Yeah, that's true.
with
yeah. Strength, reaction, stamina, knowledge.
I just resent mine.
Presence.
Right.
Okay, so
My glyph better.
so I
Find it.
really okay, 1 second. I apparently really have to pay attention to my stats.
And I recommend Transmuter or Nightmare for disarming anything that you encounter.
Okay, this is really cool, actually. All right. Need to step out for just a second. Okay.
Hey, so the lowest player we've got is level 12. Wow, we are all big guns.
Which is fun.
So the boss can recruit more level 16 people. Hey, can I be the sadist? No, but it's not that archetypes. Perché posso essere sadico, ma non...
Okay.
And don't forget to pick your 6 skills. Okay, that copy paste didn't turn out as expected. There we go. Back.
I assuming for all my stuff I have to start over empty again, right?
I'll let you slide so we can save some time.
UPV. Please, what is that?
Unique portals visited.
All right, thank you.
And I will be right back. I need to get pen and paper myself.
I'm turning out to be very wise.
But gosh, for the characters, you are going to make the Google Documents, or we have to put down our stats?
You're going to feed me your stats into the chat window, and I'm going to write them down.
Can we just take a picture of the stats we wrote down and
Yeah, if you give us the stats directly from our profile character, then I can make all the modification using the archetypes, everything else. This go much faster.
If you think that'll go faster for you, do it.
What was that?
If you think that method will go faster for you, do it.
Which method was that?
Taking a screenshot of your written down stats and posting it into the room.
Sure, I'll probably do something like that because I'm putting together this scanner. Oh gosh, I hope that was all time. Looks like it.
abilities.
Sorry, but if I use my character stats using my character profile, for example, for glyphs, I have to use the for reaction, right? Or not?
Hold, please.
Oh goodness, my strength
Yes.
sucks.
Okay, so it means I've got the +2 reaction bonus, but which will be my stat? I can understand which will be my stat.
9.
Your stat would be 1 plus 2, correct?
No, there's an ability score modifier table. Hold on. I'll copy that.
I know, I found the ability score table, but what will be then my score?
If you have Onyx, the ability score would be 10 that you would put in there under the base.
No, the matter is, I've got the modify, but which will be my base stat from the beginning on which will apply the modifier.
So I think what he's asking is because with the Ingress scanner based stat generation, you don't roll anything. So we don't start out with like 6, 7, or whatever. It just says your scanner stat, you're either going to get a +0, +1, or +2. There's no base stat.
Exactly.
It says characters begin the game with an ability score of 1.
And
during
each.
character creation, players will add bonuses to the starting based on their scanner statistics.
So we all start with 1.
Right.
So Athafel, it would be you have 1 strength, 1 reaction, 1 cinema, 1 knowledge, 1 willpower, and 1 presence. And then after you add all the stat bonuses with your
No, we will start with losing characters. It's impossible because that means that at best a person starts with 3 in all stats.
Well, what happens is you'll get the you'll get some extras with your human traits, you get to choose 2 of your ability scores and increase each by 1. Then you get an additional skill during character creation, and you gain 1 advantage. Then you get more points. You get ability adjustments for the faction that you choose.
I know, but that's for
And
I don't know. I
and
made,
your character class.
I know all replay. My question is
Right.
from which my core abilities I start? Because if I start with only 1, it's not worth to use my Zen scanner. It's better if I just roll 3d6 for all that. You know.
You are exactly right. If it's better rolling 3d6, then roll 3d6.
Yeah, roll 3d6.
Because at worst, just know. Because if I start with 1, right, and then I add my modify based on my Ingress profile, at worst I get 3 in all stats. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Before
You
you
get a
add before
plus
you
3.
add your archetype and your
So
your
if I
archetype,
roll
your faction, and race.
If I rolled 3d6 for each stats,
Mm-hmm.
add all with 3 and then add all modifier.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, you would.
Yep.
You see, it's quite big difference. It's not because everybody would start at beginning with 8, 9, 10 as a rule of thumb. The medium of a roll of
No,
3.
not really, because they're only rolling a d6. They're not rolling a d10. They're not rolling a d20. So the most they could get on their.
See,
No, you're
like
rolling
just now, I rolled a 3d6 and got 5, 2, and 4. You drop 2, so you add 5 and 4 for a base stat of 9. And then you add modifiers.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can understand. You see, everything starts from 9 at least, or more or less. So it's much better than using stats from character correction or Ingress profile, because at best I will start with 3 points.
Oh.
Right. So if
I
you
see.
drop, so if you're saying roll 3d6 and drop 2 and pick the highest one, you're still going to end up with a higher starting stat after adding your faction and after adding your archetype than you would if you used your scanner. If your scanner gives you at most, the scanner is going to give you a 2
Okay.
to start
Exactly.
with.
Yes, exactly. So at best I start with 3. You can understand. We will start with substandards characters.
Okay, then maybe
roll
I should
3d6.
All right,
It's
thank
better
you.
if everybody roll 3d6.
And we just have to type roll 3d6, right?
Exactly.
Darn it. I just finished all my stats.
I was going to roll them in my son's Hangouts so that I didn't spam the channel.
I don't care if you spam the channel. That's why I have the voice up.
Okay.
Okay. So Richard, you roll first, and then I'll roll mine. Damn. Okay. I see what you mean on this. It's a little hard to play yourself.
Yeah, it would be. So in this case, I get 8, right? As a start.
Yes.
Knowledge. Oh, Jesus.
8?
Correct. 8, 8.
Oh, I'm lucky, but I'm not playing Discord.
You pick the 2 highest of the dice. You don't drop the 2 lowest, right?
Correct.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm lucky we are not playing Discord. Double 8.
Gosh, I think I did that right. Could you please check? That was a scanner profile stats.
That does look right. Yeah.
You see, they get a really loosey character. Really loosey character with stats.
All right. All right. Altaz, boost all of those stats by 2 points each.
Yeah, I should probably roll because my stats don't look good. Two,
All right,
4, 5,
everyone,
3,
go
4,
ahead
2.
and roll your stats in the room.
Sorry. I'm waiting
I'm
for
gonna-
Richard to get done.
Just as part of the experiment, I'm gonna stick with my original stats here. If you told me I could add 2, then I now have 7, 8, 6, 5, and 6.
Woo! Hey, new waiver.
Stiamo tirando i tiri di dadi.
Richard, are you done?
Hanno detto che partenze si partono.
No,
Somebody calling me out, being a new waiver.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope, not at all.
Just because I have physical augmentations in my body doesn't mean I'm any different from you.
I know. And yes, PG-13. PG-13. PG-13.
I just have better access to data than all the rest of you.
Hey, Kosh, I sent a screenshot. It's using my scanner stats. What do you think?
Let me check.
I just have better access to Ada than all the rest of you.
Tell her hi for me.
When she
And I'd
comes
like-
around,
And I would like to hear her opinion on glyphs, please. Oh,
if you ever
evil
get
woman.
if we ever get PDFs of the RPE character sheet, that'll be fun. There, I did mine, and I'm gonna put them in. I can pick what order, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sopra la
Did you just do that like 6 times in a row? Yes.
I did it 6 times in a row in a different window, and copied and pasted them. My youngest has Hangouts because his phone has he doesn't need to be texting and he doesn't need to be doing that all the time. So he uses Wi-Fi at home to save his prepaid minutes. So
Yeah.
we use Hangouts to talk, and he sends me pictures and stuff. So I told him I was taking over his chat for a minute as a scratch pad.
So let's see. Richard has 1, 2, 3,
Now he's
4,
making fun of me.
5. 6. Okay, cool. Oh, I did it wrong. How did I do that wrong?
is Loeb in here?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'm not supposed to quote it, right? No. How do I roll?
I mean, Loaf, that guy Loaf that I was talking about.
Oh, I have to do the slash.
Yes, you need to do the slash first. That's why I put it in quotes so that it wouldn't.
I didn't see it. Sorry. I did. Okay. What the fudge? Okay. Wait.
All right, I will be right back.
Hi, gosh. I'll figure this out somehow. No. I'm doing exactly what you tell me to do, and it's not working. It's like, it hates me. Did we break the dice? No, we didn't. He didn't break the dice. Why is it not working?
Don't roll him so hard.
They see her rolling, they hate me.
Spanish, come here. Non puoi ascoltare male, dai, vieni vicino e
Non
ascolta.
capisco nulla, hai detto che traducevi, non traduci.
Ti sto dicendo, ma devi ascoltare.
Okay, so Ariel, get rid of your gosh darn curse. It's not working for me because you cursed me. Do you see this? I'm doing every freaking way possible. Why is it not working? Ariel, really? Like, please get rid of your curse. I'm trying to figure out why the bot's not working for me.
I ran out of Curse Be Gone last night, or I'd offer you some.
Oh my God, Ariel, come on. Tell Nuffle to like me.
Nuffle don't listen to me anymore.
Why is it not working for me? Is it because I'm on my phone?
I have no clue, Ish, but I'm telling you, Nuffle does not listen to me anymore.
Kitten!
Ironically, my numbers seem to kind of align with me.
Okay, so
in real life.
I may not be able to play if it's not going to let me roll.
Here.
You can play if you use your Ingress scanner stat. You can still play.
I still have to roll, woman.
Let somebody roll them for you then, maybe?
I would say make the patron roll for you.
1 second.
Or open a Hangout with me, and copy and paste what I do.
Okay.
And see if it works.
That works too. Now for the stat-based generation, thanks Ariel for sending that screenshot, because there is a chart on the character sheet that I need to extract and paste into the Hangout real quick.
So, Kosh, I have a problem. The dice isn't working on my Hangouts for some reason.
We'll roll for you.
Okay, thank you, because I just tried it in a chat with Kevin and it's not working on his either. So.
Let me look.
Well, I don't. The thing is I'm on my phone because we got hit by a big storm, so I can't guarantee my Wi-Fi is going to work.
You are right. Hold on a second. You're right. It's not working on your phone. Let me try something.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to suck. I'm going to go turn on the computer and see if I can get it to work on the computer. If I can't get it to work on the computer, then the computer is not trustworthy.
Yep.
Man, if the computer's not trustworthy, what's that
the
say about
Android
you?
telephone-based Hangout. The telephone-based Hangout does not work. Because I just tried it on my phone. I have my phone and my PC open.
Okay,
so
well,
that's what it is.
I'll see if I can. I mean, I can work on my computer for as long as my Wi-Fi is up, but if it goes down, I'll just send a message to you guys or something.
If it goes down, link your use your phone.
Yeah. Well,
I do that. I set my phone as a Wi-Fi access point all the time.
Well, I have, in order to use the dice, I have to use the computer. So
this is true. That's why you can connect your phone. As a Wi-Fi access point on your computer if you have trouble with your Wi-Fi staying up.
Yeah. Well, it's just the storm we have right now coming through. Fun storm. That's okay. I'll make it work.
Okay, so I'm skipping that, but.
Okay. Okay, I'm turning off the sound to my computer so you guys don't get to hear every time I'm patinged. Okay. Also means I don't get to play in my room. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my sound for a second.
I'm still here.
All right, with the rolled stats, you don't get the extra human bonus, do you?
No.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know.
But just your you do get faction and archetype, correct?
Yes.
All right,
So,
awesome, cool.
and then 5 skills, not 6, right?
Correct.
Should it be 60 because we are human? So we get 1 for creation and 5 at the beginning because human got +1.
So, good thing to know. You cannot use the bot dice and Hangouts on your phone.
Oh, great. How are we going to be rolling that? I'm on my phone.
I can roll for you.
Yep, somebody's going to roll
Yeah.
for you.
So, I'm lucky enough that I can... There we go. Awesome. Cool. Here's me. All right.
Scelgo le abilità. Scelgo le abilità.
Much better. Much better stats. Okay. I'll have it all set up in a second, Koth. And do you want me to? Do you want us to post our stats in the chat?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you.
Cosa prendiamo?
Ma ogni volta cambia l'archetipo.
Se invece una volta parti con un nuovo personaggio, fai una nuova persona. Cioè, se utilizzi lo stesso personaggio, poi tu giochi Aragorn.
Somebody needs to turn off their French soap opera.
It's Italian, I think.
Actually, that's Italian, and I don't think that's a soap opera.
It might be. Are you Kelsey's friend, sir? I think I recognize you. The Italian gentleman.
You mean Richard?
All right. Those numbers look a little weird because I did that up in Excel real quick. That's a copy of the chart that's on the bottom right of Ariel's character sheet. So going through that chart, looking at the different metals that correspond to the different stats, if you see ability score, Onyx, you would have 10.
Okay, do we start with any equipment or anything else or XM token?
Give me just a moment.
Question, Kosh, and the rolled stats. How do we get presents? Is there any like addition to presents at all?
Not that I see.
All right, thank you.
You have some things under close combat and ranged combat that are highlighted red in the character book, in the creation book. Are they what are they highlighted red for? Are they not supposed to be in there anymore?
I forgot to take those out.
I see it. So it's not so it's not a category anymore. I see it. I get it. That's pretty cool. Gosh, I have some ideas about the character sheet thing that we can, especially using our scanners, that we can talk about later, since the score disparity. Okay, if it's your design, I like it. Okay,
That's fine.
cool. Nothing, all good stuff. All good stuff. So we can use the scanners. I think that's really fun idea.
Yeah, I really like the one with Locked 1, Bronze 2, and so on, up to Onyx with 10. That's a really good one to make it. Come ha fatto lui praticamente il personaggio con aveva messo la regola, cioè io l'ho visto subito, cioè praticamente partivi con uno e poi avevi i modificatori al massimo arrivavi a 3. Se ti due da 6 e togli il più basso, prendi la somma di 2, fai ovviamente.
All right, all agents are going to start with an XMP burster and 1 power cube each.
Lawson o Circle K? Ovviamente mi dirà sì.
I think I got all the bonuses in, so I'm going to try that. See if this works. If I got them wrong, I got them wrong, and I'm not going to worry about it.
They're just numbers.
Yep. I actually started putting in parentheses the dice roll bonuses as a reminder, since I'm terrible about stuff like that. Usually I always forget bonuses and buffs and what's the word? The opposite of buff?
Debuff.
Penalty. Debuff, buff, debuff. Thank you.
Let's see.
I think that's kind of funny. I actually got some statistics that are kind of a lot like me in playing, actually
Right?
playing. Yeah.
I kind of like that. Let's
Like
see.
count like the idea, Kosh, was you know, things like mission days and things like meeting the characters and things like Go Ruck and stuff like that could be included in certain ways.
Okay, so let's see.
We'll have fun with that. This is really cool. We haven't even got we spent an hour playing, getting acclimated and making characters, and haven't even started playing yet. And I'm having fun.
It's
Yeah,
been-
it took
Yeah.
us quite a while in Chicago to get the characters and everything straightened out too.
This,
I just need one more thing.
Is that all the
and-
information you need right now, or do you need more? And I'm going to go double check my numbers while we're doing that.
That's all the information that I need right now.
Okay, because I put those in a key. I put those in a keep note.
Okay, let's see.
Is there anything else that any of us need to provide to you as the DM in order for us to move forward?
Not yet. Just waiting for the last people to get done.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I think I got everything that I want. I will be typing it up for you. 1 second.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
One pain in the what? One pain in the what? I can't say it. PG-13.
Oh, you can't say pita? Aw, poor little one.
I'll say tostada. I'll say, oops, tortilla. That's it, but not pita. Naan, roti.
So I'm going to start the narration at noon.
You can say, oh, pobrecito.
So that's noon. That's noon Chicago. That's noon Central, right?
Sorry, in 4 minutes.
Roger, Roger. Good. I'll be right back then.
Prepare your coffee.
I finished my coffee. It's time for water. And maybe the R2D2 flask. We'll see.
Coffee? You don't have coffee in the USA. You just have got boiled.
Oh God, not this
God,
conversation.
Oh,
somebody
don't
got
even
him
start.
started.
Don't even start, because I completely agree with you. That's why I buy specialty stuff. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna roast myself a nice big old pot of Folgers and go, yeah!
I like ferret poop coffee, but let's not go there.
No. The correct term is Kopi Luwak coffee.
Best part of being American is Folgers in your cup.
Okay, I'm going to show you a real cup of coffee just made.
Oh God, somebody got him started on coffee. Help us all.
Easy coffee. Incoming coffee.
So if it doesn't make you crap your pants in like 3.5 seconds, is that real coffee?
Coffee, real coffee. Here it is. Cup of coffee. See?
That's a sip.
Cup of coffee.
No, I still say that's a sip of coffee.
Ah, good coffee.
Oh, Ish, did you ever get my Christmas postcard?
Me? No.
No, Isra. She must be away.
Best part about this session is that we're not rushed for anything right now. And so it begins. As you approach the Gmart, everything in your field of vision distorts for a brief moment. Something isn't right. Moments later, a scientist in a lab coat stumbles out of the game store, his face racked with existential dread. He bellows out at anyone who will listen. It all went wrong. If we don't set things right, it could be the end of everything. We have to. But a mobster in a pinstripe suit emerges menacingly from the Gmart and clubs the scientist over the back of the head, dragging his unconscious query back into the game store. What do you all do?
Well, I think we should go after him. That doesn't seem like it was a good thing.
I'm going after him.
Yeah, I mean, someone could call the cops, I guess, but I think we should probably stop before someone gets killed.
Okay.
I say we go in.
Yep.
Check to perception if I see something while I go forward to the entrance of the game stores, trying to go sideways and not to get seen from the inside.
That was probably a smarter choice.
Well, you notice that you're at Chicago. As you all file through the door to the Gmart, Chicago as you know it slips away. And once inside, you each do a double take. This doesn't look like a game store. You see a sign on the far wall that reads Simon's Tavern. The watering hole is abuzz with the sound of conversation, and a faint hint of jazz issues from a gramophone behind the bar. The clientele ranges from suit-wearing gun thugs to lab-coated scientists, all of them to a one eye you suspiciously. Your group sticks out like a sore thumb.
Can we see the person that was dragged back in?
There is no image of him.
Okay, well that's quite weird.
Do we have any description of the scientist that was in front of the gaming store? Maybe
Roll
we can
me
point
a
him out in the
perception
crowd. Again, I'm on a phone. Can somebody roll me a perception?
Okay, 1 second. Well, one. Oh, never mind. Kosh got it. So we should probably let the patron roll, I guess, right, Kosh?
No.
Okay. So can I do a perception check to see if I recognize anyone in the area, maybe?
Well, you do. All right, you all do notice that this speakeasy does feel off.
Okay, I'm not really playing myself, but I am at the same time. Do I recognize anyone, like, say, that would catch any agent's eyes?
Behind the bar, a woman in a vaudevillian get up is serving drinks.
Okay, I think I want to go talk to her and see if she noticed someone being dragged in, because she's the bartender and she's probably paying attention to everything that comes into the tavern, even if she seems busy.
Behind the bar, a woman in a vaudevillian getup reaches for a bottle. You new recruits recognize this woman from the annals of NIA history. The bartender is none other than Misty Hannah. She beckons you over.
I'm going over. I'm going to go say hi to Misty.
Oh yeah, Misty. I'm going immediately to go on there and look at her in the eye.
I think I muted my mic in Hangouts. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Thank you. I saunter over behind the folks that are somewhat rushing towards Misty and with a rye drink and watch what's going on.
Stand where I am and observe what is going on.
All right, ye who is observing, you recognize that this area is a portal.
Portal. At the portal.
One portal in range. I want to hack that portal, please.
And are we in my palace as well?
All right, roll me a d20.
Rolling 1d20.
Anatron's a little slower on the uptake, but he'll attempt to hack the portal as well. Do I have to specifically have the skill?
Could I get a roll on a 1d20, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
So our scanners works even here.
Yes, it does.
Strange.
You got a
And
9,
we've got
so add your modifier.
What is my modifier again?
Your reaction score plus
6.
So you have 15.
All right. To the one that got a 15, you obtain a portal key for Simon's Tavern. One Ultra Strike, one Burster, and 2 Power Cubes.
Is there a way that you could share pictures of those items in the chat, or maybe give a little bit of a description on what each does for people who haven't played before?
Ooh.
Power Cube. When destabilized, can release XM offensively or defensively.
as a portal, which is my boss.
6 XM damage or 6 heal.
Oh, untrained is no, so I can't hack portals anyways. Oh well.
Everyone that does hack and gets below 15, you all get a portal key to Simon's Tavern, and that's it.
Am I allowed to portal hack? It says untrained, no.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You just get the straight roll and no modifiers.
I see.
Ouch! Oh my god! Apparently, I hacked and got nothing.
Can I get a mic check on this
Everyone
microphone?
that does hack,
got it.
even if you fail the 15 DC, gets a portal key.
Can I get a mic check on this
Alright,
microphone?
Kosh, we can hear you. All right, Kosh,
Thank you.
can I talk to Misty at all?
Misty says, "Think you lot are looking for me." Misty lowers her voice as you approach the bar. Before we get to brass tacks, I need each of you to confirm you are who you say you are. You all filled out a questionnaire when you first applied to the remote participation program. Tell me something from that form only you would know.
Okay. I'm a spiritualist.
My item will not be classified for another 1,331 days.
I walked over to the bar in a louder voice saying, "I'm here representing the New Wave Resistance."
Yeah, I forgot about the questionnaire beforehand.
Kind of, yeah.
Altez, after you say that, you notice 3 mobsters all turn and look right at you.
Shut up! Oh no!
Oh no!
Darn it.
Okay, we are Mr. And and wait for selling. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you here in this special place.
Okay, so Kosh, should we be worried about these mobsters? Do they look like they're going to attack us?
Not yet,
Okay. So.
but they're listening.
Oh, great.
I'm going to turn around and walk out of the bar now.
No, don't rock out. I'm grabbing you. No, stay.
I tap
You're
the person
staying.
that's getting ready to walk out of the bar and go, "What's the name of this tavern again?"
Well, the portal key says Simon's Bar, but mine says Gone.
No, you have to stay. Come here. I don't care that you're new wave. Just come on. Come on. We gotta find this guy.
I need a
You gotta
drink.
stay.
You're fine.
When the last of you has finished
not
talking,
enemies.
Misty nods, satisfied. She gives you the spiel. I'm Misty Hannah. I'll be your handler for this mission. It's a new day at the NIA. Director Johnson. I am never going to get used to that. The NIA is filled to the gills with files on XM-related phenomena dating back thousands of years, and our new director wants us to catalog every one of them. Unfortunately, some of these files are a little less than complete. Case in point, the director found a file labeled simply the Manhattan Project, but most of its contents have gone missing. This leads Director Johnson to believe that there may have been XM-related experiments going on here in Chicago while the U.S. government was researching the atom bomb. And your mission here is to get to the truth of that. But as you can see from our surroundings, this mission has gone off the rails before it's even begun.
Well, this is great.
I look over at Misty and say, "Was it the Manhattan Project in Philadelphia?"
Yes, but part of it, pile 1 was here, and they did some research here. Sorry.
Manhattan Project was also part of the beginning of CERN and the Large Hadron Collider.
And
Thank you, Ashera.
Misty
And,
replies, that's true. Part of it was in Philadelphia and also in the Southwest United States. But the most important stuff happened here in Chicago.
Johnson sta cercando informazioni dai file della NIA su quello che è successo, i casini, su quello che sta succedendo, su quale varie informazioni che stanno arrivando. Poi se così prima il braccio, metti un po' di artica, che ce ne frigo. Mettiti un po' di artica.
yeah, wasn't the research done under a field somewhere in the university, maybe?
Yes, it was. A group of besuited mobsters who have been eyeing you since you entered the establishment and since Altaz mentioned something, edge menacingly closer.
Oh, guys, we should probably talk a little quieter.
Heard the bartender lady say the Manhattan Project, and you don't exactly look like the rest of these big brain types. Boss says anybody coming around asking the wrong questions has to be dealt with.
Well, actually, I studied the Manhattan Project back in high school. It's just an interesting topic of conversation. Nothing too dire, honestly. We're just having a conversation. Why would you have to deal with us over something like that?
The mobster replies, you can't have been studying that during high school. It's going on right now. The mobsters draw their guns.
Oh, no.
And guess what, everybody? Roll for initiative.
Oh, shit.
which is
A D20,
Reaction.
right?
D20 plus reaction.
No, initiative is just like the order we're going to be choosing.
Roger, roger.
9. Oh, I forgot that this was in the past. Damn it. Sorry, guys.
1d20 plus your reaction modifier.
Oh, reaction. So 12. 12
9.
Because
Sono da 20, siamo già, ci stanno attaccando perché quelli della mafia non sono d'accordo e il signore che fa delle domande sbagliate va tolto dalle scatole.
I don't
Quindi
want to be
bisogna
first. Someone roll higher than me, please.
Yes, we've got 2 people above you, so chill.
Thank you. Oh, yay. Oh, no, Atlas got kicked. Or left, or something. There we go. Hi, Atlas. Welcome back.
Ora aspetta, mi sa che è meglio che ti droppo io la capsula, quella con la chiave.
All right, you notice that 5 mobsters have drawn their Tommy guns.
Well, my slashing power doesn't work, does it? Oh, look at those rolls.
there-
Yay. Yes, there's a 1. Nuffle, I love you.
Unfortunately, strangely, all of their guns have jammed.
Amore,
Are they going to shoot us again?
sul dado da 20 significa che è il fallimento critico, no? 20 è successo eccezionale, tu tira 1, tutte le loro armi si sono inceppate.
Okay, so they have all jammed. Should we be tackling them to the ground or something?
get
They
Tommy
just tried
gun.
to. They
I
just
want to
tried
get a
to
Tommy
shoot.
gun. We need to get a Tommy gun.
Can I? Okay. Can I? Okay. I have air let's see, stealth. Can I possibly, I don't know, get behind our group and go around these guys and, I don't know, disarm one of them?
Well, as all the mobsters are looking down at their mysteriously jammed guns, Misty Hannah throws a Molotov cocktail at this entire crowd.
Oh no!
Oh
Back
no.
up! Fire! Fire!
And
Dodge.
then she goes
I
and
dodge.
chucks another one at the door that you guys just walked through, stopping another
Jesus.
group of mobsters from entering.
Okay, so we've
So-
ticked them off, and now we have no way to get away from them.
Well, there's another open door.
Is
I
there?
think
Let's
he
go.
just said an open door and some mobsters came out. I think I'm going to shoulder.
There's-
I think I'm going to shoulder charge him. I think I'm going to shoulder charge him and try to push him
There's-
back in through the door or knock him out of the way.
There's always exits in a speakeasy.
Oh,
This is
yes, there
true.
is.
Okay, let's do this.
My favorite is the
Well,
still
all
one.
5 of those mobsters are
Dead.
incapacitated. Let's
Okay.
put it that way.
Can I pick up
Burning.
a Tommy gun from
And
one
we
of
all
them?
smell a little burnt hair and cordite.
In other
Oh.
words, your DM had an epic fail on the attack roll, and you guys get a free pass on the first combat session.
Thank
Oh, can I
God.
pick up a Tommy gun, please?
It's burning right now. You really want to burn your hands?
Oh, if you pull the gun out of the fire,
It's gonna be fine.
unless the ammo gets hot enough to discharge, you should be fine. Just shake
Okay.
it off. It's metal.
Okay,
I'm just
well,
hoping the fire quite hasn't reached them yet.
oh, look, he's rolling. Wait a second.
All right, there are 3 workable Tommy guns. The other 2 are not so workable.
Okay,
I'll kick
reach
him out of the
for
way
one.
then.
I want one. I'm grabbing one.
I'll reach for one too, I guess, because I only have slashing power, and obviously slashing does not work well with guns.
I got the firearms ability, so I'm stealing one for sure.
Well,
Well,
I'll
you
reach
guys
for
were-
one for you.
Are digging through the mobsters' loot. Misty has been interrogating one of them.
Go, Misty, go! Go, Misty, go!
Were there were more that came in through a door?
No, the door's on
Okay.
fire. They're not
The
going
door is
through
on
the fire.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go chase off the NIA vehicle that was trying to disrupt this session.
No,
All right.
you can't
I
have
want to
it.
pay attention to what Misty's doing because
Yep.
I would have been interrogating someone too.
Misty says, I got this one talking. Seems Italian intelligence on behalf of the Axis powers has thrown in with their Pasians here in Chicago. Al Capone's former mob. The Chicago outfit has rolled out the red carpet for these Italian spies who are attempting to sabotage America's atomic energy research. Don't know how we ended up in the 1940s or what. If anything, this all has to do with exotic matter, but I am not about to let a temporal paradox happen on my watch. Sounds like the key to all this is the unconscious scientists those mooks dragged through here just before you walked in. I wanted to step in to help, but I was worried it would blow my cover. Guess it's a little late for that now. Misty gestures to a door at the back of the bar. Thugs took the egghead through there. Get after them and see what you can find out. Oh, and if you need any help from me, I'm just a portal key away.
Okay. Oh yeah, we do have the portal keys.
I flip my
Awesome.
portal key into the air and snatch it back out and stick it in my pocket. And I say, well, I guess it is a little too late, isn't it? And kick in the door.
Okay, let's go.
And I kick in the door.
Oh. Let's see.
You set out in pursuit of the band of mobsters. The door at the back of the bar leading to an old stone stairwell.
I think I think me kicking in the door means I'm headed down the stairwell first.
Okay.
How well lit is it?
I'll follow you.
It's not that well lit.
Okay.
Oh, great. Does anyone have a lighter?
I have some matches from the bar.
Okay, yeah. We should probably find something to make a torch with or whatever.
I'll just
Or
keep my
maybe-
hands against the wall of the stone stairs and start walking down it.
All right.
So you guys are all going down?
Yeah, I'm going down because if he trips and falls, at least I have some warning.
That's part of the reason why.
I'm following just to catch up.
Huddle close.
After descending the long, musty staircase, you emerge into a series of foul-smelling underground tunnels, probably Prohibition-era tunnels for transporting liquor. From the little light you have, you can see evidence of the group's recent passage through the area. An underground railway, and in the distance, several signs and ladders that you assume lead towards covered manholes.
Oh, great. Oh.
Can I set off an XMP?
Why would you set off an XMP? There's nothing to attack here.
Because he wants to hurt our ears.
Fine, I'll take it.
Danger.
Okay, so we're in the tunnel. There's an old railway. But do we see any actual train cars or anything on that railway?
No, you don't. But
Okay.
there are several signs and ladders that you assume lead towards covered manholes.
Yes.
Do it.
And
Look like they're recently open.
Is there
If there's a lot of them, how do we know? Okay, can I do a perception roll and see if any of them kind of may have been the one they went through?
you can see drag marks on the ground.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
But
All right,
drag
roll
marks
some
in which
perception
direction?
checks too, since you mentioned it.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Roll some perception checks too.
Oh, yay. I got 12 plus 3. Yeah. So 15.
All right.
That's better than nothing.
Ashira, you see further down, there's a sign that says Union Stockyard Gate and a ladder leading up.
Guys, I think we should go
Closer
down
to you, there's another sign that says Blackstone Library with another ladder leading up.
there. Where do the drag marks end?
They go down the tunnels.
And
And closest
We need to follow the drag
to
mark.
Ariel is a sign that says Inglewood Castle and a ladder going up.
Okay, so if we're going to save this guy, I think we need to ignore those other signs and follow the drag marks down the tunnel.
Yes, let's follow the drag mark.
I'm with you. I'm going to roll a perception too. Can you add modifiers directly to the die roll?
I
Yes.
think you can. I just don't because I've found that Nuffle doesn't like it when I do that.
You do it like that.
I follow Ish going stealthy first before trying to cover her. Checking if there is any other hidden dungeon in shadows.
If Ariel starts leading the way, I'm going to brush past her a little bit and stay in front of everybody and
Oh,
try to
she's not
follow these
leading
drag
the way.
marks.
It's
So-
me. I'm going after him.
I'm looking
No,
back.
I'm going after him too, but I
I'm
have
looking
to have
back
the
over my
comic.
shoulder and go and say, tell me which way we need to go.
Down the tube.
Down the tube.
I think let's follow the drag mark.
Take out the quotes.
We're following the drag marks.
Okay. As you guys go down these dark, musty tunnels, every so often the drag marks seem to not be there. But a few more steps, you do see them.
That's
Why
certainly
did
odd.
they disappear?
Well, is
They
there
pulled
any
him up off the
footsteps?
ground.
You
Well,
all are beside a
necessarily.
sign that reads Abraham Lincoln, the man, and another ladder.
Oh, great. Guys, I think we're experiencing some of what Misty said, the temporal paradox or whatever.
Right, which means I wonder if there's a portal nearby.
There may be, like, because
Go up the
Maybe.
ladder then.
I'm not sure if we should go up the ladder. I think we should still
No.
follow the drag marks.
You think we should still follow the drag marks?
I think
I think we need to save that scientist.
Well, let's stop arguing and then follow the drag marks. I keep going after the drag marks.
Okay. You can take the lead on this now.
That's what that's
Gosh, let's
I
go
don't
up the
know.
ladder.
If you're following the drag marks, roll me a d20.
Oh, shite.
Oh, shoot, what should I do?
any modifiers?
Straight d20.
Roger, roger. Oh,
We know do not split the group.
what we roll? Natural 20s.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you got mad skills.
Not me.
All
Keep
right,
it up if you got
Kevin,
mad
Not
kills.
only can
Yes,
you
sir.
see the drag marks, but you can smell where these mobsters have been because they smell like River Phoenix after a
are you-
binging party.
Can someone roll for me, because even though I rolled on my computer, it's not showing.
I got it. I got it.
Thank you.
Too late.
Okay. Gosh. Well, all those rolls
I got an
are good,
18. I just
guys.
wasted my 18, but that's okay.
All right,
Anyone-
Ashira, you can see exactly where these marks are, but you guys are beneath this sign right now. You also sense that there is a portal up above you.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe we should hack that portal.
But
So we stop.
Because
we
Missy
stop.
said Missy can travel through portals, right?
yes,
So if
Sort
we
of.
hack the
I
portal,
have a,
then it will be easier for her to get to us, right?
and we've got the keys.
Yeah.
go right
Don't we
ahead
have
and do it.
to link the
We have
portal?
keys to the other portal.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
I want to hack.
Go for it. I'm gonna back off and keep. I'm gonna back away
Okay.
and hack the portal.
Yes.
And let them open it
Okay,
and link it.
now the bots being nice. That's a 20 with my modifier because it's a +3.
All right, Ashira, you get an Ada refactor,
Ada.
Jeez. It
2
hates me when I
XFP
hack portals.
bursters, and
2
a portal
XFP.
key to Abraham Lincoln, the man.
Okay.
And I guess I only get a portal key to Abraham Lincoln the man.
Yes, you only get a portal key.
Could I
So-
hack that portal as
That's
well
why
and
I'm
have
the
someone
brute.
roll me?
Abe to the demand.
I'm hacking
Our-
this sucker. too.
Ariel, you also get a portal key and an Ultra Strike and 2 power cubes.
Okay, my Glyph Kitty is becoming my familiar here because we were talking about going forward and she bit me.
Are you going to that sounds like fun. Are you going to so Anacron looks at everyone as they're hacking the portal, crosses his arms, and says, and I say, one of you going to access this thing and link it back to the tavern or what?
I'm going to link it back to the tavern.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever Kosh
because-
says.
Because
All right,
they have to
link
be linked for
established.
her.
I'm looking around the tunnel in both directions just to see if anything or anyone approaches us while we're interacting with the portal.
Okay, so who made the link? Because we got to make sure that
Atlas did.
Okay, Atlas made the link because we got to make sure we keep a portal key to that, right?
I have used
have,
my key.
I
Okay.
have two. I have a portal key to both of the portals. The tavern
awesome.
and the Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Because,
And
so,
now I'm taking both of them and spinning them both in my fingers and
so
basically.
maybe
All right, you guys do hear
Flicking 'em back and
footsteps and a bunch of people saying, "I thought that they went that way,"
okay.
and the
We should
footsteps
probably
leave.
move.
The footsteps leave.
Yes,
Okay.
they don't find you.
In which
Okay.
direction?
Because we kept going forward.
Okay, so if we keep going forward, maybe each of these portholes is a portal.
I
so
think
we should
that's what we should do is check each ladder and check each manhole as we're going, as we're following until we figure out which one they probably paused there, which is why we don't see the drag. I think they hauled the scientist up onto someone's shoulders while they were, or pulled him up to make him hack the portal.
Okay, cool. So
I've got a feeling that's
continue
what
to
happened.
do that.
It doesn't matter. You know exactly where they went because you can smell it.
Oh, this is true.
They are rank.
Doesn't matter whether they picked him up or not as they were dragging him. They probably stopped and hacked each of these portals along the way as well. So let's stop and hack each one of them as we follow.
So
I'm basically going to follow my nose. It always knows.
So if they did the same thing we're doing, then they must have someone that can do what Misty
Someone
does.
has a scanner.
I'm sure they all have. I'm sure one or more of them have scanners, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's hack the portals and follow follow the way they're going.
Before we go on to the next, can I please? Before we go on to the next portal, could I please hack Abraham Lincoln the man?
Go for it.
Yes, roll me a d20.
Kevin or East, could please roll for me?
I still want to know how people in the 1940s got scanners.
Yeah, somebody rolled for you.
Well, it didn't.
Richard
go through,
did.
So.
Yeah, it didn't go through. I'll roll.
Okay.
I'm rolling for whom again?
Atlas.
Atlas, do you have any bonuses for hacking portals?
Ouch! What?
If you got the skill.
What would that be?
It would be something if you have the skill.
Oh, no.
Got an 8.
Oh.
All right.
I just need the key.
All right.
Atlas, you get a portal key and a power cube.
I can't get y'all's video to come back on. That stinks.
Okay, so I guess now we're going to move forward, right?
Yeah.
Because we got to go find that guy.
Heck yeah, we do.
Okay, let's go. Do you want to take lead again?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm the one. I can smell them.
Okay, yeah, you can smell them. Go, go, go.
A ways down the tunnel.
A ways down the tunnel, but how many portals did we pass since then? Because we want to stop and hack each one of them.
One, the Biograph Theater.
Biograph Theater? Okay. Everybody needs to hack that.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll one for myself and one for the other gentleman.
Atlas, thank you.
No.
Look at that. He can have the 19. I'll keep the 6. It's in character.
Okay.
All right.
So I got a 19.
Kevin, you just get a portal key to the Biograph Theater. Everyone else does get portal keys. Ariel, you get a Jarvis virus and 2 XMP bursters and a power cube.
I look over and slightly up, since I'm still short, at our new wave resistance guy, and I go, these have to be resistance portals. They're always giving me just keys.
Hey, I get some good stuff, okay? So I don't care if it's an enemy portal or not. I get the extra AP.
Whoa. I lift my hand up as you say the word enemy, and I go, no, not enemy. opponent. And
Hey,
I'm deadly
terminology.
serious when I say it.
Ashira,
Ada just told me that we as humans have no control over the algorithm.
Ashira, you get
That's
an
fine.
Ultra Strike and a Power Cube and a Portal Key.
Okay, thank you.
I know I'm leading the way, but I need just a moment to take a really quick break. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me just a second.
Okay, so I'm
And
Let
updating.
Ariel handle it, and I'll catch up in just like 2
And
minutes.
Atlas, you get hold on. You get a 2 Ultra Strikes, an XMP Burster, and a Power Cube.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's right. It is a resistance portal.
Richard, you gonna hack as well?
It doesn't seem like it. I'm not gonna wait for him to hack. I'm gonna go
No.
forward.
Yeah, let's
No,
go.
I tried in any way, but I cannot roll the dice on the Hangout. Not know why.
Not if you're
Okay.
on the phone. If you're on the phone, it won't work.
Okay. Do you want someone to roll for you? Oh, look, Kosh rolled for you. You got a natural freaking 20.
So I got the bonus of portal hacking skill plus the knowledge bonus of 4. So what I'm going to get?
You get 2 Ultra Strikes, 2 Bursters, an Ada Refactor, and a Power Cube.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, are we ready to move on, guys?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. So, seeing as I don't
am-
have the nose that knows, I'm just gonna follow the drag marks.
Yeah, I'm ready. And Cliff Cat is very ready. She won't stop attacking me.
A ways down the tunnel, you find a large storeroom teeming with large casks and barrels. And right now, it's a holding cell for the missing scientist who's bound and gagged to a chair. His three guards are sporting dark coats and military haircuts, conversing in flawless Italian. The Italian spies, no doubt.
Military haircuts. I shoulder charge him.
Everyone, roll me a stealth check.
Oh no!
No. I just said I shoulder barged him.
Hey, what they are saying in Italian, I understand Italian. Tell me what they are saying.
Good point.
Ok? Try to say in Italian. Prova a parlare in italiano e vediamo se capisci quello che dico. Ok? Capito mi hai? Attendo la famiglia, ti spacco le braccine.
Okay.
I have no idea, but that sounded fun.
Alpha?
Family, I will break your arms.
Alpha?
Okay, no, that's not helping us. That's not doing stealth, guys.
Everyone roll me a d20.
Kevin, will you roll for me, please?
Yes, I will.
You need me to do the stealth, right? Or is that just going to be out the window right now?
That one is for you, and this one is for me. It's out the
I've
window
got
because
stealth
I.
skill 10 plus 5 for reaction.
You guys can hide all you want to. I'm barging. I'm shoulder barging him.
Okay.
14,
Well,
but I
obviously
guess I should have added
hide.
my strength.
Obviously, we can't hide.
Oh,
No.
all of y'all can hide all you want.
No,
Oh, no,
Apple will
no.
ruin that for us.
I don't do that.
Athapil just told them he was going to break their arms. Come on.
I'm Anacron. Anacron is anything but subtle.
Alpha, you hear
Sorry,
them
guys.
talking about how they are going to call back to the sim and let them know that they have the scientist. You can relay this information to the others.
Actually, if somebody grabbed me and shoved my head down so I hid, I'm fine with that.
They're saying Alpha.
Who's doing what?
Okay,
As you navigate through the storeroom, you hear the sound of a bottle clink against the room's cement floor.
Clink.
Someone failed the check. Two of the men quickly pull out weapons and begin to advance towards the party as the third hits a large button on the wall.
Oh, great.
Now
Am I
Roll
close
for
enough
I
to him?
shoulder charge them.
Sorry, the bottle is me. I've been drinking.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
I pick up.
Oh, okay. So they're attacking. Shouldn't we have Tommy guns, right? Shouldn't we use them?
Yeah, please shoot at them while I just jumped into the fray.
Those
Very
with
light.
the Tommy
I was
guns,
getting
I'm
ready.
assuming,
I
are
just said
moving
I was
forward.
getting ready. I did not say I shot, okay?
I can't shoot, but I'm getting ready
I already
to.
have real life bullet holes in my side and my leg. Please.
Can I aim for one of them that he's not shoulder? That he's not shoulder barging, please. I have a Tommy gun.
I get ready to aim mine up in the air. Just to
That's a good idea.
I fire off.
That's a one.
I guess I'd better roll
As
then,
you
huh?
see these three operatives start moving forward, one of them trips over a barrel. They are all flat-footed, and you guys have an attack of opportunity. What are you doing?
God, you are
I don't
pretty
want to
wonderful.
kill them, but can I hit one of them in the face?
Keep my market joker. Okay, can I go and
There you
give
go.
a kick on the head and grab the Tommy gun?
Yes, you can.
The second
Okay.
the person
Okay,
did I
somebody not Kosh, please roll for me.
I rolled for the charge and I added my strength, if that's okay, and got a 21. So the
Kevin,
person,
you have subdued two of them.
Okay.
You are on top of them, and if you move, they will have attacks.
oh, I ain't going anywhere.
I
I'm
attempted
gonna
to
push
hit
elbows
someone.
into both of their throats. So that's three guard. That's one guard that fell over and two guards that are knocked down, right?
I attempted to hit and only got a 6.
So a bullet flew past and whizzed past my ear, huh? Hey, cut it out.
Yes.
So we've got all three of them knocked. So we've got all three of them knocked down then.
Yes, they are all
I'd like
All right.
I'd like to go and untie the prisoner from the chair and start to question him.
While he
Well,
starts to
make sure he's okay
question,
first.
while he starts to politely question our scientist friend, I'm going to look over at our Italian friend and go, do you want to talk to these two or do I need to choke them out?
Yeah, please talk to them. Tell them to stop.
Alpha, now is a prime opportunity for you to avoid combat for the entire group.
Please.
And our new wave resistance friend, I take a quick look at him and say, you are absolutely correct that we have no control over the algorithm, but we do have control over our own actions, my friend.
I didn't say that. Ada did.
Asa!
Okay, she did.
Oh no, I think we lost Asa. Oh, we're
I heard
this is not
them talking just a minute ago.
Oh.
Do I even want to look?
I rolled another one.
Nice. So
So-
I accident. So that's not
No,
good.
one of the operatives struggles loose and from the force of his struggling runs headfirst into a whiskey barrel that's right there and knocks himself unconscious. You guys have two to deal with.
All right. So we've got the one guy that tripped, and I'm holding the other guy down.
and another that just
Okay.
ran right into a barrel.
I take out one of the with the firearm and I
I'm holding the one guy down. Would you please interrogate him?
Ish, your turn to interrogate.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not
No,
interrogating.
no.
I don't
Then
speak
you- then-
Italian.
You
then-
someone that speaks Italian.
Testing my willpower here. Then somebody translate and somebody start asking questions.
I have Google. I have Google Translate if I have to use it.
The only question I know is Vorrei del vino, por favor.
Okay.
And then he's gonna help us because that's where. Can I have some wine, please?
All right. Somebody
One of them
translate for me.
does start babbling off at Alpha in Italian.
Good.
Okay.
Did he?
What does he say?
What does he say?
What does it say? I understand it. So stop saying I would. No problem, interrogate him. So, parla. Perché sei qua? Cosa sta succedendo? Dimmi tutto. Noi siamo comunque con quelli della polizia e i tuoi capi. È meglio che non fai.
This one operative is asking you what you're doing with the group of Americans and why aren't you helping him?
Qua work for me. Loro lavorano per me e stanno facendo i miei affari.
What did you just say? Hey, translate here. Please.
I lean back and sit on the dude's chest and pull my elbow off of his throat so we can talk a little more clearly.
Alpha, he is now pleading for the lives of his group.
We're not going to kill anybody. We just want to find out what's going on, and you know, try to.
And he says that if you let them go, they will vanish.
Okay, maybe.
I don't trust that
him?
in the least. We're trying to secure
Can we
we're
take
trying to
hostage?
secure this Manhattan project so it doesn't cause a complete temporal breakdown.
I want
I'd
to.
like to question the scientist that I've untied, if I could, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Meanwhile,
what does he say?
The other conversation's going on.
Oh, sorry.
No. Your conversation needs to be going on. So meanwhile, the other conversation is going on.
Oh no, he rolled 10 on both of those.
Oh no.
Ok, allora non vi uccideremo nessuno, però dovete raccontarmi tutto quello che voi sapete qui, perché qualcuno qui sta sbagliando e sono qui per sistemare cose con mio padrino.
The flavor text here is amazing, by the way. But
I just said that I'm here to fix up things because I am the pacifier and I've gone work with my padrino.
that's awesome. And I mean that very sincerely.
Well,
What does the scientist have to say?
the two conscious operatives wiggle loose, grab their unconscious compatriot, and run out. Alpha
Okay.
has scared them off.
That'll work.
Don't mess with Italian. Attenzione, non avete problemi con un italiano che sa come fare le cose.
All right. While that conversation is going on, I'd like to ask the scientist what is going on and why he has been captured.
All right,
Yeah.
the scientist says, "Thank God I don't know what would have become of me if you hadn't come along. I'm Ernest, by the way. I work on the Manhattan Project. Technically, I'm breaching confidentiality by telling you this, but those Italian spies in the Chicago Mafia have taken control of the project, and it seems like you've got the muscle to take it back. I don't really know what's going on, but I can tell you how it all happened. We were finally able to achieve a stable nuclear reaction. Thanks to a piece of Axis tech our government acquired from a captured German sub. But that was just a tip of the iceberg. This device was suffused with strange energy. Neither me nor my colleagues had seen anything like it. You're the first people I've told this to. But it was as if the device was speaking to me, instructing me how and when to reactivate it. But it was after I activated the device that things went to hell. Who are all of you? You sound American, but I've never seen clothes like those before.
So what compartment? So what? So obviously you just told us something that was Q clear. That was Q. I stumble up as I'm saying that. Obviously you're telling us something that was Q clear, Q classified, and we've picked up 2 different devices now from German U-boats. This is not a code breaking machine. This is a device to enhance your experiments.
Do you guys have any insight into what this German device might be, or what the energy is that's made all of this craziness possible?
XM and maybe a Tech Thulu.
XM and quite possibly a Tech Thulu or a
Part of Diglock.
probably a Tech Thulu as opposed to any kind of virus device. But
well, how would they get access to a Tech Thulu so early on?
Temporal anomalies.
Oh, are we
capture German U-boat with experimental weapons on it?
Wait. Should we be having this conversation in front of the scientist? I mean, he is technically from the past, and we're not from this time.
I stand in between the scientist and you and start speaking to you directly, and I say, he's already seen the actual device. So let's push this as something else. And then I turn back to the scientist and I go, you realize that this is an entirely different compartment from your experiments, correct?
Ernest says, yes, I do. And I can tell you
Is your last name Borgnine?
No, it's Nichols. I can
Thank you,
tell
Mr.
you
Nichols.
this much. When I turned the thing on, it released a whole mess of this XM, and 6 of the device's controlling armatures disappeared into thin air. We've got backup armatures scattered throughout the Manhattan Project facility. I know where they are, but the Italian agents have locked us all out. If you can fight your way inside, get your hands on those armatures, and reintroduce them into the device, you may be able to reverse everything that's happened. Will you help us?
How many armatures are there?
Allied war effort hangs in the balance.
I'm going to tell you, Ernest, that I don't have time to read you in to all of the classifications around this, but I have some idea of where those other armatures went, and looking back at the rest of the group, we will certainly assist you in recovering the armatures that have been commandeered by your Italian opponents, and I have a suspicion that we need to clear them out of there entirely and get you guys back on track. Why'd they kidnap you in the first place?
Because of what we got from the German sub.
So they were trying to gain access to that particular device.
Yes, they wanted to get it back. The Manhattan Project facility is hidden beneath Stag Field and is accessible through this tunnel system. Take the tunnels marked with a phoenix, and it should lead you straight to the facility.
We need to keep you with us, do you understand? For two main reasons. First of all, you know how to reattach any recovered armatures to the actual device, right? The actual nuclear device?
But,
okay. But
you guys have the muscle.
So you're going to tell us how to do it.
Exactly.
The next thing is we're going to have to take that other device from you and archive it elsewhere because it's way too dangerous to continue to be used with that particular experiment of yours. Do you understand this?
Yes, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We should get back there first.
Oh,
Okay.
we certainly will.
After Ernest points you in the direction of the Manhattan Project facility, you resume your trek through the underground tunnels.
Putting him in the middle of our group.
Great.
I
This sounds
Are there any other portals that we can hack along the way?
yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to leave a trail
I
for
think-
Misty, remember?
Yeah, we really need to make a trail for Misty because this is
Yep.
not sounding good.
I understand what you're getting at with that, which is why we need to make sure we keep keys to the tavern.
Yeah.
And I have another idea as I kneel down on the floor before we leave and draw a large triangle and go, I think it would be a really good idea to set up a control field between the second location that we encountered
yeah.
and captured keys to and the tavern when we make it,
Yeah.
if we find a portal near or within the lab. I imagine that we'll find a portal within the lab given the nature of the experiment and the high concentrations of XM that have to be there right now.
Yeah.
Please
Agreed?
keep me involved.
As you all
Tavern,
are
so I have-
talking about this, you see Ernest walks out of the room, goes to one of the walls, and runs his hand against it, and some dust knocks off, and there's a phoenix plastered on the wall.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody aligned with 13 Magnus would recognize that,
I know.
correct?
I know.
And then he says, this tunnel should lead us there, and as long as we find the phoenixes on the way, we'll be good.
Guys.
Sounds like a plan to me. What's up, Arrow?
No, not Ariel. Ishi.
My bad. Sorry, Ishi. I
You recognize that? Yeah. From
voice.
13 Magnets.
Yeah, I recognize that from 13 Magnus. It's part of our organization. And
Yeah.
so that's why that's one of the reasons why we're following.
Yeah. Wait.
So
Let's
do you
go.
want to lead the way
Guys,
this
I'll
time?
return. I have a
Or do you want
parenting
me
issue
to?
I'm handling.
No
Understand.
problem. Yes. Let's go. All
right.
So is anyone going to loop back to Abraham?
Roll me some perception checks.
Great. Oh. Okay, I'll wait.
+4 for my perception check, and I've got perception skill. So that's additional +2, I think.
Let's see what I get. 20.
I got an 18.
I got a 16.
As we're following the trail of phoenix carvings in the tunnel, correct?
That's correct. And you guys are now underneath the sign labeled Inglewood Castle.
Ouch. Ouch.
And you see,
Everybody hack it.
Yes, hack it.
especially Ariel, she should hack it twice.
Yeah, we should hack
I
it.
got a key. I got a key from last week. Can I use that?
So, using hacking portal skill, +4.
What? Okay.
I got my portal hacking skill too, so. Woo!
Oh, roll. Oh, Jesus. Hello.
Ishira, you get a portal key.
Okay, thank you. Then which portal is this again? The
Inglewood Castle.
Okay. 1 key to Inglewood Castle. Can we
I got another 20 for when I hacked the portal of Inglewood Castle.
All right, Kevin, let's see what you get.
can someone roll for Atlas too? I know he's away for a second, but he couldn't roll to begin with, so
Sure, I will before I switch. I will before I have to switch to my phone. But I do have a dice rolling app on my phone. So
All right,
I won't
Kevin,
fail
you get 3 XMP bursters, a power
Okay.
cube, and an ultra strike.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So I have 2 power cubes, 4 bursters, and a power and 1 US.
Whee!
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna chance re-rolling. I like my score right there.
All right, I'm going to switch over to my phone, folks.
Okay.
Sorry to say. But like I
You're
said,
fine.
I have a dice rolling app. So as I do, I'm going to be off for just a second.
No problem. We'll be here. Coffee.
I need to take a quick minute break. I'll be right back.
Break time. Okay. Since everyone's taking a break, I'm gonna go get more coffee.
Coffee! I better switch over to my computer. My phone's almost dead.
Are we good? Okay. I might have lost it. Hold on. Oops. I see what I did. I did the wrong one.
Whee!
Oh, there we go. I hear everybody now.
Kosh went for a quick minute break, so everyone else went to
Cool.
do something quick.
Good, because
And I'm back.
yeah. Oh, good, and everybody can hear me, so that's good.
Yes, we can hear you. You're good.
And I turned my video off because I'm on my phone, but everything else is good.
Yay! My phone's plugged in. We're good. I got my coffee. I got my glyph study. Whee!
So Skate Zion is watching us on YouTube and told me that everyone took a quick break. He was reminding me as I switched over to my phone.
Oh yeah, we are live on YouTube.
I put my character sheet and keep notes and everything else, so I'm actually I got everything, even though I think I just lost the call. Nope, I
No, you
didn't.
didn't.
Haha.
You didn't.
Excellent.
Let's see.
I need to send.
I can't look at G Plus on my freaking phone right now.
Word.
Hi everyone.
I'm back. Anything I should know?
No,
we all kind of took a little break.
Watch this video on YouTube. I'm looking at what we Oh, there are people. Hi. Hey, I can run the YouTube on my computer and have no volume. So cool. Hey, everyone. Now I'm nervous.
Ishra, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but did you ever receive my Christmas postcard?
Yes, I believe I did. Let's go see. I'm pretty sure I received it. I have a pile of cards that I got, and I posted it in that chat, but that chat kind of went, "Wah!" So,
I know that a couple of them got sent back to me. That's why I asked.
I'm pretty sure I received yours.
I need everyone else to roll me a perception check.
Didn't I do that?
You have to do it again.
Okay. Wee.
I don't wanna.
Kosh, will you please roll me a perception?
Done.
Thank you.
Cool. So I
What
can use
did I
my
get?
perception skill with this.
Oh, no. Ariel, you're going in and out for some reason.
It's probably a bad connection.
Oh no, I gotta plus what?
Kevin can be for me. Ross plus 5. 120 plus 5.
So I got a 6. Great. I got a 6.
Low too.
You and your curse on Nuffle, Jesus.
Kevin,
Hey,
I need you to roll me a perception.
Kevin can't. He switched to his phone. So 1d20. What was his modifier?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think he dropped call by accident.
So with my modifier, I got a 6.
Yeah, I think Kevin dropped the call by accident. Oh, there we are. Hey, Kevin, what's your modifier? We're doing a perception roll. So it would be your willpower?
Man, these dice are not like that.
No! Gosh! No. Is that your roll?
That's for Richard.
Okay. Never mind. Oh, great. About ready to say, oh, well, we're going to die.
All right, you all see that Richard finds another Phoenix symbol.
Okay.
And
Good job, Richard.
Yay!
Ernest says, we're almost there.
Yay.
Any portals we can hack?
You're right beside the Art Institute of Chicago.
Okay, I want to...
Hacking portal.
Hacking
Can I hack?
portal.
I think, yeah.
Oh. 1D.
Kosh, can I get a roll, please?
Oh, ouch!
Ishira, you get a portal key.
Yes, we're gonna recover.
Kosh, can I get a roll, please?
Yep, hold on.
Ish, I really believe that something is being cursing you.
What? A 1?
And Ashira, do you embrace or resist?
Oh no, not this. This is why I don't hack.
Ish, you are
Resist. What is the modifier for resist? For
me
fighting
double
against. Thank you. Because this is.
Isn't it a reaction? I thought it was a reaction, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's reaction.
It's stamina. So roll me a d20.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, D20 plus 3. No. That's a 12.
Come on, Ish, so that you are resistant. Resist it.
No, you have to roll 15, don't you?
Yep, you have to get over 15.
Okay, so now I have a dark token and 1 less health. Great.
1 less health, but you get an ad for every single roll, remember?
Yeah. But now I have 10 health, don't I? Because we start with 12, so I have 11.
Hey, Kosh, I have a question. So, as a dreamer, I'm allowed to manifest any XM object that we have previously encountered. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Does Ernest have any of those armatures on him?
Oh.
No, he does not.
Okay, but if we come up to an armature, you should be able to use that. And can I?
Or a clip because it's in the front.
Yeah.
Just notice it. Okay.
I know.
All right. Okay. We'll get it fixed.
Yes, we will.
Are the armatures considered XM objects?
No, they are not.
Dang, never mind.
Good to know.
Okay, so we're gonna continue going, right? Now that we've all hacked that.
Yep.
Okay. I have a lot of portal keys. I have pretty much nothing else. Well, 3 XMPs, 2 powered cubes, 1 ultra strike.
I don't know. I got nothing. Apparently on a 19.
5 portal keys.
I have 3 XMPs, 5 power cubes, 3 ultra strikes, and 3 portal keys. No, correct that, 2 portal keys.
You are our tank.
Okay, as you guys get closer on the walls, you start seeing these. Let me post them to the room.
Are they glyphs? Are they glyphs? Are they glyphs? Are they glyphs?
No.
Are they glyphs? Damn. Oh. Kevin seems to be having some connection issues. Oh! Someone talked. Careless got there first. Oh, these are wonderful. Back there.
Damn war propaganda.
So,
Even Ernest says, we're getting close. Shouldn't be much longer now.
of course we're getting close.
Ernest, do you know who talked?
Yeah, I would like to know. Do you know who talked, Ernest?
Ernest replies, those are posters so that we know not to talk.
Well, you
But it says
typed now.
someone did talk. I want to know who.
Didn't you technically talk to us?
Ernest says, that doesn't count.
Of course.
As you get deeper into the tunnels, you begin to see war propaganda posters lining the tunnel walls. Painted block text reads, the Manhattan Project points the way to your destination. You see NIA emblazoned across a tunnel wall as well.
Does it say OPSEC on it?
I try to check.
It should say OPSEC on it.
Yeah, it should.
We get the cost.
Can I don't know.
There we go.
Is there anything else we can see with the posters? Maybe?
Well, you guys encounter another set of posters on the wall.
Okay. Let's just continue.
And those are in the chat room.
The enemy is listening? Oh, you mean... Well, Niantic is always listening. NIA. I mean... NIA is always listening. What if they were really more...
This is something that you expect to see in any sort of classified facility.
This is true.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
But, you know... Careless talk costs lives. Oh, that's reassuring.
Remember who you're fighting for is another one we see.
Yes. So, do we have maybe a portal nearby to hack, or are we just trekking along and nothing but darkness is surrounding us and these posters that are...
The tunnels suddenly lighten up. Your group passes a portal as they finally arrive outside a large gray door, which is clearly the entrance to the Manhattan Project.
Okay, I'm going
The door is guarded by a pair of soldiers carrying rifles, sporting armbands with MP clearly printed on them. They are speaking quietly to each other.
We shove Ernest in front of us.
Well, that was an 8 for that portal hack. I'm really sucking on my portal hacks.
Ernest turns and says, I can hear them talking. They're saying the NCOIC said that there's an active cell of Italian spies in the city. I hope
Okay.
that they don't try to come by again.
Athafil needs to get behind all of us.
On Italian, there is something in Italian or anything else which I can understand and translate to the group.
Well, they're looking for Italian spies. Come on, just sneak in behind us.
Just hide. Hide.
Just hide. Just hide for a second.
You guys are right at a portal.
I tried to hack it. I only got an 8.
All right. Ashira, you get a portal key to
Gosh, for me.
Stag Field.
Which portal is it again?
Stag Field.
Stag Field. And I will try to resist that.
No. You get a portal key.
Okay.
Is it
Okay. Even with a low roll, I don't have to.
Right. Even with a low roll, you get a key.
Get the
Okay.
exposure.
What's that key?
And I rolled a 17.
All right. You also get a portal key, and you get 2 power cubes and an XMP burster.
Yay!
Yay.
Ariel, you get
Gosh.
a portal key, 2 power cubes, and an ultra strike. Yes.
Gosh,
May I
what
get a
question?
roll?
Which men are they resistant, enlightenment, they are uncaptured?
Is it an uncaptured portal? I guess he's asking.
It is currently gray.
Okay.
May I get a
Okay.
roll with a hack, please?
Yep.
Do I have enough resonators to fill it up if I want?
Well, we don't have resonators. We only have weapons right now. He didn't give us any resonators.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15.
All right. You get a portal key, 2 ultra strikes, and an XMP.
What's that portal key to again?
Stag Field.
People, from what we are getting, I'm quite sure that we are inside Misty Anna Mine Palace. It's absolutely full, but we are going to get them inside this Mine Palace.
No. We're in the
Yes.
Manhattan Project.
Yeah, so I think we need to link. We can't
can't
link
link.
back. I can link.
We can't
Does
because we don't have any resonators. The portal is not resonated yet.
Yeah, and we don't have resonators.
But it's aligned
We don't-
resist.
It is
it's
aligned
aligned.
resistance.
Oh, I'm resistance. I can link back to.
I can link back to it as well.
Okay, so which?
I'd
which
like
should
to
we
link. I have Abraham Lincoln the Man. I have Biograph, and I have Stacked Field.
So Abraham Lincoln is linked back to the tavern. So maybe link back to Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, I'm going to link back to Abraham Lincoln the Man.
I toss the portal key that I have to the tavern to the other to you,
Okay. So we're gonna try
and
to.
so that you can link it. So that you can link the So that you can link it to
Tavern.
to the tavern and create a control field.
Okay, so Kosh,
Opponents, not
I'm here.
enemies.
Atlas is linking from Stagfield to Abraham Lincoln, and I'm linking from Stagfield to the tavern to create a field.
All right.
Do I need to
How
roll
can
for
we-
those?
With uncaptured pod.
No, we don't have to. Okay. Did we succeed?
Yes. Succeeded.
Yeah, we have a field, guys. So I still have a key to the tavern. Thank you for allowing me to use your key, Kevin.
You're welcome. I won't let that control field stand too long, though. The little finger waving in the air.
Once we're done, go ahead.
Once
and
we're
destroy
finished,
it.
someone needs to summon Mist. Someone toss me that key back. We need to summon Misty.
I'm going to deploy a turret.
You don't have a turret.
There you go. See? See?
So should we summon Misty right now, or
Okay.
yeah?
You use the portal key for Simon's Tavern and patiently wait out the MP's gaze. Healed footsteps begin to echo through the darkness as Misty Hannah approaches. I'm glad you remembered. Looks like this situation calls for what magicians do best, misdirection.
Yay!
You
Okay,
watch
so I
as
used
Misty walks past your group and approaches the MPs. The two soldiers start flirting with Misty, and not a moment later, all three of them walk off down an adjoining tunnel, leaving the doors to the Manhattan Project unguarded and clear for you to enter.
Okay, let's go.
I kick in the door.
Away. Knowing Misty, I would have walked away too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, let's go. Go, go, go. Who knows how long she'll distract them?
In the entryway, you find a Ernest walks up and he opens the doors, and you guys enter in.
Yeah, nobody here is going to get a 60-year-old guardian.
Oh, no.
In the entryway, you find a receptionist's desk with a rotary set atop it. Moments later, orange light fixtures that line the walls begin blinking. A recorded voice comes over the loudspeakers. Remember, careless talk costs lives. As you can see, you now have access to the other rooms in the facility. You will need to explore these rooms to collect the armatures that the scientists told you about.
Okay, so should we split up and go to the different, like, each of us go to a different room and get an armature?
We should not split up.
Okay.
If we were to split up at all, which I don't recommend, I think we should do at least groups of 2.
Yeah, in groups of 2. Well, or we could go one room by room.
We really should.
Okay, so I asked the scientist guy to show us where the armatures are in each room, please. And
All right. Ernest leads your group into a small conference room that supports about 6 people. The walls are lined with blackboards. Written in chalk across one of them is U505. Elsewhere, someone has scrawled the words, "What do we call this new organization?" And just below that, you see the digits 6, 4, and 2 with spaces below each number. It looks like you'll have to fill in the blanks on the blackboard to continue.
6, 4, and 2. What do you... NIA? Can I write NIA?
Okay. After you've finished writing, a glow begins to emanate from the back left corner of the room. There, you find one of the armatures you're looking for. On the cylindrical body of the armature, you see a symbol that you recognize as a glyph, which seems to be the source of the glow.
What glyph is it? Should I roll to see what glyph it is?
You don't need to. Hold on.
Dream every night.
I'm waiting. Glyph, 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 glyph.
That's the glyph that's on the armature.
Oh, great. And yay. We couldn't hear whatever you were saying because of static.
Probably we shall have to put them in the right order.
Yeah. So,
well, I think we gotta collect them all first.
Yeah, so scientist guy, please take us to the next room.
Ernest takes you into a small personal office. The nameplate on the room's rich mahogany desk reads Oppenheimer. You manage to find one of the armatures after digging through the drawers in the desk.
Whitecliff is on this one.
Sorry, any portals around?
No portals.
Any portals or any...
I am cuddling these armatures close to me because they have glyphs on them and they're amazing.
Ernest looks at you strangely.
They're my glyphs. Glyphs, I say.
Remember, you can only hold so many before they start falling out of your arms.
I can hold a lot. Do have 2 children. I know how to stack things.
I'm wearing cargo pants.
And inside or not.
The glyph symbol on the cylinder is distinct from those on the other armatures you found.
Inside or not.
Could also be absent or no.
Next room, please.
Ernest takes you into a small storage area. You see assorted stacks of sea rations on shelves on the far wall. Intermixed with office supplies. You find an armature in the center of the room with yet another glyph symbol on it.
What is this glyph?
Which glyph is this one? You know I'm going to ask every single time.
I have to make snippets every time because I did not ahead of time. I'm sorry. But
I can be. Never mind. Nope. I did not win this last. Stay or stability.
Ernest then leads your group into a larger office. There's a rotary phone on the large cedar desk in the center of the room, surrounded by assorted papers. The nameplate on the desk reads Fermi. Leaning against the desk is one of the armatures you've been seeking with another symbol on its cylinder.
May I know that one?
You know, it'd be funny if one of these times you ask it and he all of a sudden says no.
Please don't do that to me.
At least we didn't have to dial the phone.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm waiting.
What does it say so far, Ish?
What does it say so far? Has the other one popped up?
Yes, I just sent it.
Yes, you're slow.
We just got hit by a hailstorm. That's probably why I have a lag right now. Oh, there it is. That's you or other. So right now it says inside or not, stay or stability, you or other.
Could also be yours.
If that's the right order.
If that's not the right order.
I didn't think so.
Leads you into a room, a large conference table with rolling wooden chairs scattered about. There's a blackboard off to one side with mathematical formulas scrawled across it. Sitting square on the conference table is one of the armatures you're seeking.
I'm actually going to reach over and pick that one up myself.
Can you show me the glyph, please?
Of course I can.
Thank you. Oh, another hailstorm.
Ooh.
It's okay. I got the chat loaded on my phone now, so. Oh, can you guys hear that?
No.
Can you guys hear that?
Vaguely, yes.
We're having thunder and lightning right now, too.
After you guys pick that one up, Ernest leads you into a room that looks to be a small telephone switching room for this facility. On the table in front of the switching panel, you find this room's armature. Unlike the other armatures you found, this one doesn't have a symbol etched upon it.
I'm actually going to do 2 things. First, I want to look around the room a little bit. And second, I want to suggest to someone to release a power cube to see if they can get the symbol off of the armature. See if there's a symbol, still a glyph.
So I have an idea. Maybe.
This armature is unmarked.
Okay. And I rolled a 14 for examining the room, plus the two, plus the. Go, please.
Could I roll for a power cube, please? Or do I just use one?
You just use it.
Cool.
And strangely, nothing happens.
There you
I'm
go.
not going to use it anything. So there's nothing on this armature at all.
At all. This number 6 is naked.
Okay, so Emmett.
It's a level
Ernest,
5.
Ernest, why is this one naked?
He doesn't.
He might not. Yeah, he might not even know.
Ernest, have you noticed these glyphs on these armatures before?
Yes, they just sort of appeared one night.
Have you guys discovered anything about them? Maybe do you guys have an idea of how they're supposed to go?
Some of the others do, but we don't really have anything to go. I myself don't have anything to go off of as of yet.
Is there any others that we need to get?
Ernest says, actually, yes. Let's go this way. Having now collected all of the necessary armatures, you glance around and notice the letters CP1 on one of the far walls with an arrow pointing deeper into the facility.
Spy? CP1.
This hallway opens up into the facility's large main chamber. As you enter the chamber, you hear the faint sounds of football drifting down from above your head. The main chamber of the Manhattan Project facility, University of Chicago.
I can't hear due to somebody's wind. Sorry.
As you enter the chamber, you hear the faint sounds of a football game drifting down from above your head. The main chamber of the Manhattan Project facility is just underneath University of Chicago's Stagg Field, but this is not simply the Manhattan Project facility. Overlaid over the chamber is a shimmering representation of another similar facility far across the globe. It's as if you're somehow in both places at once. And the signage.
Would we recognize this shimmering image?
Is this CERN?
No. And the signage in this other facility is all written in German. On the far side of the chamber, you see a large brick enclosure. It looks like a big brick backyard grill. Topped by a rubber dome with the words Goodyear embossed across it. Next to that, you see an otherworldly device, which must be what the scientist was referring to. The thing causing all this. It is, to all appearances, a Cthulhu.
Is that what you're putting the armatures into?
Oh, no. No, are we... Okay, so... Ernest!
American scientists in intense discussion with a man in a black suit. What are you guys doing?
Ernest,
Static. Could you explain that a bit more?
Ernest, is that what you're putting the armatures into?
Ernest replies, yes, that is. That's
I roll technology. Can I get some information?
The insight.
If I use a technology skill.
I want to know what the people are talking about with the guy in the black suit.
You overhear words like U-505 and Wonderwolf.
Wonderwolf?
As the Italian navigator has discovered the new world. Deeper into the chamber, you see Nazi soldiers conversing with German scientists in a heated tone. They seem to be confused by this spatial overlay as their American counterparts.
Oh, that doesn't. Ernest, where's the other glyph that you were talking about?
Strangely, Ernest is no longer there.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Oh boy.
Oh no. So I don't think we should talk to the Nazis.
And if you guys look, those are what some of the armatures look like on this Cthulhu in the far corner.
Give me, I need a moment.
Great job,
okay.
Yusra.
I'm back.
Hey, I have not had anything to drink, so I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk either. I'm just happy.
Yet.
I love them. Anyways, so can we? I don't think we should put the armatures in the Cthulhu, but I mean, I don't think we have a choice at this point in time.
As you approach,
Last time we didn't have a choice either, and somebody got absorbed by the Cthulhu.
Yeah.
As you approach the Cthulhu, you see that it's covered with an array of dials. 5 of the dials are surrounded by letters, while the rest are surrounded by glyphs. 6 of the glyph dials appear to be missing.
Okay, so what are the letters?
Are of different colors, and no 2 dials have the same arrangement of glyphs around them.
Ishra, can I please hold one of those armatures, or possibly 2 of them?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you end and stability.
You hear what sounds like strange cries faintly issuing from the pulsing device.
Oh, great. So what are the letters on above the armatures?
Standing before the device is an ethereal vision of a woman who, as you get closer, you recognize as Carrie Campbell.
Oh, great.
Carrie looks panicked as she studies the dials. It's got pieces missing. It's supposed to be complete. Carrie turns around and sees the armatures in your possession.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie.
She says, "Help me, please. Put the pieces back." There are 6 empty armature housings, each with a glyph above it. And if you give me a moment, you will.
Okay.
I will.
And if we don't put them back,
then that'll probably be bad. Is Carrie covered in glyphs right now?
Carrie looks like a ghost.
So, but can we see anything on her?
No, she's see-through at the moment.
Okay.
That's cool.
I know exactly what she's like right now, but we don't see it.
Oh,
Open
wow.
all or accept all. I know this. Wait a second. No. Open all, clear all, begin journey.
Yes.
Pursue self-attack.
I'm standing there with a half smug look on my face with my arms folded, letting you guys figure this out.
No. Yep.
Oh.
The self-destruction sequence, you guys,
yay!
What's open all?
Wait a minute. Why would we be destroying the beginning part of the Manhattan Project? We want to make sure that it's actually successful, so that the Allies win World War II.
But no power should have a Cthulhu, in my opinion.
So we have to destroy the Cthulhu, but we can't destroy the Manhattan Project experiment.
I agree.
No.
Wait.
Let's get the people out then.
Wait, why does the third look like journey and not begin?
And Kevin, that's a weird opinion you have, seeing as how you're enlightened.
I don't want to disrupt history. I don't have a problem with destroying the Cthulhu. I have a problem with wrecking history.
This is not the this is not the
they're smart enough already to know how to make the radioactive material needed, so they don't need to have Cthulhu to keep doing it.
So I see yourself.
Exactly.
No, I did not say anything about I said we need to destroy the Cthulhu, not the actual project.
Right. What
So,
I'm saying is
okay.
save the people with the smarts and then save them, get them out of the way, and then we destroy the Cthulhu.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, glyphs.
Yeah.
Open all. It's interesting that self is in this. Specifically because that's not the self used in the destruction. More that. So it's in that order, right?
Those are the orders of the missing armatures. Those are the glyphs above each armature enclosure, which is.
And we have to match. We have to match them. I'm guessing.
Possibly.
I don't think match.
Okay.
Are on the actual thing. On the actual.
I couldn't really hear you, sweetheart.
I'd like to question Carrie a little bit because
I know,
I want to know the
opposites.
consequences of not rebuilding or putting these armatures back in.
Okay, so I have an idea of what the opposites are, but if you want to question her, go ahead.
You can say as well.
So you have I gave you N instability, and I have you, or does Kevin have you?
Which in my opinion, instability could potentially stop.
So if we put them in wrong, you think it would stop it?
Carrie says,
I keep hearing more static than anything else, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not wrong so much as maybe not all of them together. Changing the sequence.
So, as much as we're concerned about that, I want to pick a couple of volunteers to go with me to help get the scientists out of here.
I'll go. I'm a tank right now.
Okay, then.
Yeah, me too.
You all suddenly notice Ernest is off to the side, close by the American scientist. And he rushes over and pushes a button on a control panel. And you notice a large metal sheet door goes up, shielding him and the rest of the scientists.
Of course it does.
Of course. So, I mean, we're just gonna have to do this, guys. So the opposite of journey is stay stability. I is you. Defend is the opposite of attack. War.
Start handing them out. We should all insert one at the same time.
Yeah. Ariel's back. So I guess I'll put you and other into the slot below I, me, self. Just to see what it does.
I think we should insert all of them together at the same time.
Well, it's a little late.
Okay, she slid one in. That's fine.
Armature with the U glyph etched upon it into place beneath the self glyph. Loud click echoes throughout the room as the armature eases into place, and the contraption begins to process data.
I'm gonna grab another one from her randomly and take it opposite the one she just did and put it into place. Not randomly, but the opposite.
If anybody tries to take my armatures from me, there will be problems.
You have all of them?
No, I have 2 of them, but I'm warning you, there will be problems.
No, I meant from Ishi, and Ishi, not Ariel, correct?
Yes, he has
Okay.
instability, so you could take defend from me and put it under attack.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Because we have the one that doesn't have anything in it, and then inside and not.
Right, and I think the
Okay.
blank one is saved for last.
Okay, so Ariel, you want to take inside and not and put it in?
Alice, am I able to have it?
Yes, you can. Well, no, he has end and stay and stability.
Okay.
So inside/not is still available, and the one that doesn't have a glyph is still available.
If we turn them around, don't we get the opposite, for example, create and defend?
So, Kosh, he put
Say that.
he put
Except
defend
the war, we
under
get
attack.
Give me just a moment.
Okay.
And I'm still sitting here wondering what the consequences of destroying these armatures are.
Well,
We're not trying to destroy the armatures. We're trying to subdue the nuclear, the Cthulhu. Correct?
Yeah, that's
But
what Carrie's trying to do. She's trying to stop it.
after getting the armature
That
into
should
play,
be like,
there's
no, they-
another loud click, and the
I feel like we are giving this thing power. Why are we giving this thing what it wants?
So you have two. So you have two of them left. So we've only clicked a few of them into place. Somebody look at. There's a display of calculations.
as you
apparently.
guys are doing this, from that group of Germans off to the side, 3 soldiers rush towards your group, trying to stop you.
Of course.
I'm shooting off XMPs.
But they won't affect people.
No,
Oh,
they probably will.
Oh.
So, because we're in a temporal,
We're in an anomalous zone.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
usually in the anomalous.
Well, you fire off XMPs, and I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna punch somebody. Hold on just a second. Excuse me.
I'll give my Tommy gun to Ethel.
oh, that works.
You notice that Altaz's attack has a clear effect, while your other weapons just seem to go through them.
Oh God. Gosh, you realize that was 1d2, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so we definitely need to attack these guys, right? I'm gonna attack.
Well, Ish, why don't you take the armature that I have, and I've got a few extra XMPs I can use, so I can help attack.
Okay, I'll hold the armature. Go ahead. We gotta convince Atlas to help carry. So come on, take care of these guys. I'm gonna protect my precious glyphs. My precious. God, I'm having fun reading your text.
Oh, so I'm gonna fire off.
I know. I'm God. Okay, we can't do it if Atlas has 2
All
of them.
right,
And he's not
all
willing
right,
to give them up.
all right. I'm giving them to Ish because I trust her with these. But please make the right decision, because
Oh come on! You know I can't make the right decision here. I know the outcome of this.
You know. Oh boy. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
I pushed the wrong button to mute again. Sorry. Richard's going to fight. They're not Nazis. They're Krauts, according to my youngest Avery.
Okay,
So, but I had mentioned earlier that while they're rushing, I pretty much stand my ground to start punching. So.
Okay, I'm rushing.
Your
and
punches
putting-
are going through these Nazis.
That, of course they are.
With
I
each
fire off an
successive
XMP.
armature that you plug into the machine, the more
I'm putting
solid the
them in.
vision of Carrie becomes. Carrie
putting
begins
Okay.
making adjustments to the Cthulhu settings. A series of clicks begins to emanate from the device.
Okay.
I think this is the time that our other friend might want to stop
So I got a question.
Carrie then.
I got a question. Where does the one that doesn't have any glyphs go into?
You notice off to the side there is a screwdriver on the floor.
Okay. Am I picking?
Is
it up?
Atlas?
Yes.
It looks
You fired off an XMP, right?
Yes, sir.
Looks like you'll have to.
Oh, I'm not a knight. You can call me
this
Kev.
one by hand.
Okay.
So
They're
I'm going to take a
attacking-
cue from Atlas and fire and fire one of my XMPs as well.
Okay, I'm picking up the screwdriver.
I'm gonna fire an XMP as well.
Do we have to do some rolls or anything?
Oh no!
Woo!
All right. After the second XMP has gone off, 2 of those Nazi soldiers have strangely dissipated.
Okay.
Womp 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 womp. It's my scanner sound effects.
Okay, so
Since breaking glass doesn't go over that well.
what do I need to do with the screwdriver again?
What do you need to do with this? Drink it.
I'm killing Carrie here. Shush.
Richard, yeah, I believe we can. We can use it defensively.
I'd like to use a power cube.
Okay, Ariel, I'm giving you my gear, or half of it at least, so that you can fight while I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this.
It tosses a handful of things into the air.
Yeah, I tossed you 2 of my 3 XMPs, and I tossed you a power cube.
You have
All my
the first
cube.
Underhanded.
with the glyph etched upon it and slide it into place.
Okay,
Beneath
I did.
the open all glyph, there's an audible click as the armature eases it into place and the contraption begins to process data.
I fire off another XMP.
I'm trying not to destroy the world, Anna. I really
Richard,
am.
I would do that too, especially if when the thing fires off, we need to defend ourselves.
I feel horrible.
I-
I'm killing one
I
of my
am
mentors.
using a power cube if I need to roll for that at all.
No, you don't.
Seeing as I'm loaded with XMPs right now, I'm gonna give my power cube to Richard.
Seeing as how the Germans aren't, the Germans were still not so solidified, I'm going to ignore the third one, and pay attention to what is happening around Carrie.
Yeah, I'm watching Carrie. I'm watching her.
You sound like you don't trust her.
Evan,
No, I
Oh
know
no,
what's
she's
happening.
sad.
watching Carrie, you feel
Yes.
one of the Germans bump into you.
Oh no!
Oh, I do. So,
Punch him in the face!
did,
He's getting too close. Punch him in the face. Carrie's getting.
you rolled a 1d2 and got a 1, and I rolled a 19, and I don't remember what to add to it for an attack or a reaction or whatever to spin around and punch him.
Are you using an XM based weapon? Yes or no?
Now I'm using my fist.
It goes right through him.
He
Okay,
bumps into
so-
me, but it goes right through him.
Yes.
Okay,
Dang.
question.
He bumps into me, though. He doesn't actually attack or hit me.
Which means
No,
he's
he's
absorbed
trying
some
to stop.
XM.
They're trying to stop Carrie. Is Carrie as solid as more solid? Can we see anything on her now?
You can see her hair and light glyphs.
Oh God.
Etched on her skin.
Oh God.
So
Oh.
does this mean the Nazis absorbed some dark XM? That's why they can bump into us?
Possibly.
That would probably be an insider perception there, I think. But I'm telling the DM what to do, so he probably tell me what to do, which is die.
So
I would go and put more of the armatures in.
I have. Remember, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the screwdriver.
And the last you put all but the last armature in, the last armature without a name on it.
Yes.
Without a glyph on it. What's the last glyph in this? What's the last glyph in the armature housing? The opposite.
The one that's missing.
The one that's missing, is there a glyph on the armature housing?
Yeah.
On the armature has no glyph on it, but the housing does it. I'm yelling, but does the house? I was excited, but does the housing itself have a glyph on it? Does the place where you insert the armature have a glyph on it? It does. What is that glyph? Because we noticed them when we looked at the room.
That's the last glyph.
Would somebody etch the opposite glyph? Would somebody etch the opposite glyph to that on that thing and stick it in?
Come on, Ish, you know it. You know it.
I'm putting create on it. And I'm putting it in. No. Why did you guys make me do this?
Because you're the brains and I'm the brawn. Let's go, lady.
You are the glyph hunter. You're the glyph hunter.
You grab the screwdriver and scratch onto the final armature the glyph for create. After etching the correct glyph into the armature, it seems to change shape to fit into the housing. Carrie is almost entirely solid. You notice she has glyphs written all over her body. The sequence she's set on the dials is open all, clear all, begin journey, pursue self-attack, pursue self-destruction, begin.
Oh no.
It's the self-destruct sequence. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
We can't save her. We can't. If we save her, it changes history. It
Thank
changes
you.
our history.
That's right, because she comes back from when things happened to her earlier. Correct.
And
Begin
it's not
voyage into the
her.
portal network and into the ultimate.
And it's not technically her.
No, it's a simulacrum.
Yes. So technically, yeah, we're killing something. It's not technically her. She'll still live. So
Yes,
if it
that's
stops the Tech Thulu, then
stop
we need to do it.
Tech Thulu. Stopping the Tech Thulu protects her soul.
You continue to combat. She takes the final glyph from you. Carrie says, "Yes, this will stop it. It will close the door." You continue to combat these strange Nazi soldiers as Carrie twists the final armature into place. A final click resounds through the chamber, and the entire room is plunged into darkness. You see brief flashes of red, green, gray, and blue light in quick succession. In all the chaos, you catch faint glimpses of metal coalescing into a bell shape around the Tech Thulu before you. You hear an otherworldly mechanical scream, followed by Carrie screaming in agony. Light suddenly returns to the chamber. You see the remains of the Tech Thulu is now a metal, bell-shaped husk, a mysterious artifact that history will remember as Daiglock. Scorch marks run up the sides of the walls, and the scent of burnt-out electronics permeates the room. The shimmering overlay of a remote German facility fades from view.
I want to look around and make sure everybody's here.
I
You
wish I was
notice
here right now.
that everyone is there except for Carrie.
Oh,
Jesus.
thank God.
Wiping the sweat from my brow. Thank you.
Yay.
A man dressed as a guard addresses a black-suited man
Hi,
that you
Oliver.
noticed earlier. "It's good to have you back, sir." The man
Are we-
responds in a British accent. "It's good to be back.
Hey, Oliver Litton Wolf, can I have your card now?
Oh, wow.
And you recognize him as Oliver Litton Wolf in the flesh once again. A team of night guards rush into the room, weapons drawn. Too many to fight. Litton Wolf gestures to you dismissively. They've served their purpose. You can show them out.
Oh, no.
Dismissively? Oh,
Can we
really?
attack these people?
No, we're not attacking anybody. We're outnumbered like 4 to 1, and no amount of intimidation on the planet.
Wait, who has a key to Misty? Someone wiggle that key and get Misty here now.
One of the night guards says, "You heard him. Let's go." The night guards escort you out of the facility through a hatch that spills out into the Museum of Science and Industry.
I don't want to go.
By the night guard, you walk past a U-boat on display in the museum.
And the number is either 505 or 571.
With an
642.
With an illuminated plaque that reads U505. The guards walk you to the front doors of the museum.
I'm going to see if I can surreptitiously hack the portal that's there before we go.
Shoving you out into the cool night air. Once you are safely out of earshot of Oliver Linton Wolf's henchmen, Misty appears. She says to you, "I'm glad you all made it out of there in one piece. What happened in there?"
Well, you know how you tried to steal my Tech Thulu in San Francisco?
Your Tech Thulu.
We just witnessed another Tech Thulu and killed Carrie, you know.
We didn't kill Carrie. We killed a simulacrum, and we stopped a Tech Thulu.
I knew we should have destroyed those darn...
We stopped a Tech Thulu.
Yeah, the Manhattan Project Tech Thulu, Misty. There was another Tech Thulu.
Where there was one, there will be many.
Yep, that's a good point.
Where there was one, there will be many.
This is true. Oh, and Oliver Linton Wolf is back.
This has happened before and will happen again.
And now we have to deal with Oliver Linton Wolf being back.
Misty,
I want to know where he's been.
That is wild. We never knew exactly how Carrie managed to stop the civilization self-destruct sequence 4 years ago during the Cassandra anomaly. Apparently, she did it using the power of that Tech Thulu with a little help from all of you. Linton Wolf may have used that energy to claw his way back from the XM substrate here in 2018. But with the world saved and this temporal anomaly reversed, I'm still going to call this a win.
Yeah, I don't think that was a civilization destruction code, but we could say it was for now.
You don't think it was a civilization destruction code? You think it was? Think it was trying to destroy something else? Okay.
Yeah, I do. You should see my study on it. It's fun.